Okay, so as you probably know by now, we've launched the Libertarian Millennial Caucus, and one of the more comical conversations that has come from it is people telling us, or a couple of people, one or two to be specific, have told us that we haven't been transparent about it. So very briefly, I just wanted to state what transparency is. Transparency is essentially putting forth the ideas that you're working with, you're trying to put as much information out as you possibly can, make sure that people are aware of what it is that you're doing. That's being transparent. As part of a private caucus or any private entity, you certainly don't have any obligation to be transparent, but I do think it's good in politics, and we're really sticking to that. So there was a young man in particular who told me very specifically that we weren't being transparent about this. And I pointed out a few facts to him. I said that we created all the information and put it on a website for the entire world to see. We then emailed that off in forms of a press release and email to the LSLA, to the LMC, to various different caucuses. We were really trying to let people know what it is that we're doing. We then posted it out onto Facebook in various different groups. We then engaged in the conversation with various people on Facebook. And then finally, after all of that, when that still didn't suffice as transparency, I went so far as to put my personal cell phone number in the Facebook thread, and I said, by all means, call. So this one particular person did call. We spoke for about 40 minutes about this. And in the end, I was still told that we're not being transparent about it, despite listing all these things that we were in fact doing. So all I want to make a point of is to say that just because you don't agree with somebody does not mean you're not being transparent. And that's one of the big differences that our caucus is focused on, is that we understand that we're not going to agree with everybody, and we don't think people should have to agree with us necessarily. However, that's completely different from saying that somebody's not being transparent. So I stand by the fact that I think that we are being pretty transparent, and I think most reasonable people would tend to agree with that. So that's all I want to say.